Well, welcome back, my fantastic numismatic friends, to my Silver Shilling coin hunt. Okay, this is part 3, and if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, please go back and see those after you've watched this. Okay, or watch it now and then come back and watch this. I don't care what you do. Right, so in the last hunt, I have been missing 1937 England, because I've been looking down at the coins and we've got a 1937 Scotland, and I've gone through the little handful at the end, and we have got a 1937 England, and you can tell it's an English one. It has got 2 English roses either side of the shilling, and it's got a lion which has stood up. Well, it's stood on top of a crown. Okay, it's not rampant or anything like that. So we'll pop that down there. I'm sure we'd have found one anyway in this hunt. There's 8.3 million according to this. But we've had some stars of the shows. Look at this. This is a nice, almost in uncirculated, can focus in, almost uncirculated condition, 1945 silver. Okay, 0.5 silver. And in 1927, okay, we've got 2 different kinds which I didn't know about until we found them. So this is quite good. This is the old design and we've got the new design. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. 1926 and 1927 we saw the 3rd type of the shilling of George V, and it's got a little bit of a modified effigy. On the obverse we see an uncrowned portrait of King George V facing left with a legend around. The lettering is George's 5th Die Gra Brit Rex, which translates into George V, by grace of God, King of all the Britons, and the engraver is Edgar Bertram McKennell. On the reverse of the Type 3 shilling we have got a crowned lion passing atop a crown, dividing the date with a legend above and the denomination below. The script is in Latin again, and it says Fid Def Ind Imp, with 1 shilling below. The translation of the Latin is Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. And once again, the engraver of the 3rd type is George William Desolles. And the edge is reeded. So in 1927 we saw the release of the 4th design of the shilling. And again, this obverse is an uncrowned portrait of King George V by Edgar Bertram McKennell, just the same as before, but the reverse as a crowned lion passing atop a crown with a legend above and the denomination and date below. The script is in Latin. The lettering is Fid Def Ind Imp, which stands for Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. And the engraver is George Kruger Gray. Once again, the edges are reeded. Now, the mintage figure for these coins for 1927 is 9.2 million, and that's a little bit of a combination between them both, because I cannot find mintage figures for the 1927 4th type. So I'm going to pop them 2 on there. Right, let's grab an handful. I don't know how many of these there'll be, these videos, but we're having fun doing it. Makes a change from 50p's, doesn't it? And raiding those tills. Right, so let's crack on with it. And this one's a first one, and this is a it's George VI, and it's a 1939. Okay, we don't need that because we've got both types on there. This is a Scottish one if you're unfamiliar. It's got the lion facing us, and it's rampant with a sword and a mace in its hand, and we've got the solitaire just here, and we've got the thistle. Lovely stuff, lovely coin. And that's the English version of that coin. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 1932, which in 1932, up until, 1936, there was just only one version. So there we go, 1939, that's the English version of the 39. That is a 1933. It's a shame it's not a penny. Okay. At the time, a bit more valuable than a penny, but the penny is now more valuable, and if you know, you know. Another 1939 there. This is George V, and that is look at that quality on that. Okay, it's got a little bit of grit and grime on it, but that is one smashing looking coin. 1922. Okay, do we need a 22? I think we do. So we've got 20, 21 and 22 just up there because they go off the board. All right. This is just a little bit of a makeshift board. 1937. Don't need a 37. This is George the 6th, the King's Grandad, 1940. Do we need a 1940? No, we've got some 1940s. 1936, we've got a 1936 already. And this is a 1939, a Scottish one. A Scottish 1940. Do we need that? No, we don't. A 1937, another Scottish shilling. There we go. 1936. We've got those. Oh, we've got another old one, but unfortunately, this looks too far gone. Too far gone to get a date off that. So that'll just go up there. A dateless one, like the 20p, yeah. 1936. We've got a 36 already. 1939. Oh, another one which is going to be an hard one to find the date on. I'd say that one would be 29. And we've got a 29. We've got better 29s. 36. No 36 needed. A 33. And again, that's in good quality, that one. Some of these are in absolutely immense quality. Okay, 38 and another 38. We've got the English and the Scottish 1938s there. And we don't need either of them for the board. But if you are interested in any of these coins, give me a little tinkle on the email or something like that, and we can sort you something out. They're not mine, these are my friends. He's a jeweller, and he got a load cashed in, so he wants a little bit more than scrap value for them. Okay, and anything we get, we're gonna share. Okay, for a painting, but that's another story. Look at that, that's a gone one, isn't it? That looks like George V, and that has been in better days. Pop you up there, young man. 1936. Another 1936. 1940. Don't need a 1940. George V. 32. Don't need a 32. Another 1940 we don't need. It's 41s we need. 37. That's the English one. George V. 32. Don't need a 32. Oh, and look at that. It's a 20. That to me looks like 24. Do we need a 24? I can't remember if we do or not. So these are the two I've got down, and if you can have a see, that looks maybe like a 25. It's hard to tell. And this is the new one, 24. That's definitely a 4. So we'll pop that down next to the 23. That's 23 there. Put that 23, 24, and that's the 25. If we get better ones, we'll find better ones. I'm sure we will. Right, let's get back to it. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. We're just having fun, yeah? Having fun. 29. Don't need a 29 on the board. Another 29, which is a little bit worn out. 35. We've got 35, surely. Yes, we've got a 35. A 38 we have got. This is George V, and this is a 1936, which we also have. A 1938. That's a. The design is crisp, but it's got a lot of dirt on it, and you should never clean coins. But let's have a see what happens if we do clean one. So I've got my angle grinder and I've got my brasso there, and this is how we're going to clean coins. And that's it. You should never clean coins. You should never clean coins. Let's get another handful. Get another handful. Right. Make this the last handful, I think. Right. So, any more for the board? That's a 1938. We're just missing. We are just missing. Okay, let's get another handful. We'll make it the last handful, but well, let's have a look at what we're after. 25 and 26. So if that's a 25, we can pop it there. We don't. we're not too sure. So we're missing 26, 41, 41 Scotland, so 41 England, 41 Scotland, 42 Scotland, 43 England, 44 Scotland, and 46 Scotland. Okay, so let's grab another handful and see what joys we can find in this bag. Okay, so that's a 1939. We don't need a 1939, it's a Scotland 39. This is a 37 Scotland, 38 England. Come on, we're getting confused. 29, 1936, 1923, 33 even. 39 Scotland there. Oh, we've got an old one. We have got another old one. That's a 1922. I'm going to pop that on the 22s. It's not as good as the other 22, but it's a nice one. 39 England. This is a 1936, the last year that this was designed. We've got another old one. That's another 1922. We'll pop that down on the 1922 pile. 1935. George the 5th. 1932. We don't need a 32. We don't need a 35. And we don't need a 29 either. Will we find one for the board? Will we find one for the board? 1936. I'd like to get a date run completely done. Would be nice, wouldn't it? 29. And this one is a 1939. Again, it's in nice condition apart from a little bit of grime and dirt, but that could be wiped away nice and easy with a toothbrush or something like that if you so wish. 36. There we go. Into the last few now. 1933. 1931. I don't think we've... Yes, we've got a 31. Come on, Dan. We went through it earlier. It's not bad condition. 1932. 33. And the last one of this one is a George the 5th. 1935. Okay, so if you enjoyed this one, give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and leave me a comment. Okay, let me know, do you like this sort of stuff? But until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe, happy days, I say there.